Hey guys, I'm Matt, a developer from Ohio, and in this video, I'll be walking you through the Crunchie Munchies project. To complete this project, you'll need to be familiar with arrays, mean and median, and percentile and standard deviation. Let's get started. In this project, we'll take a look at data representing the calorie content of several cereals. We'll use various Numpy functions to derive statistical information from this data. In order to use Numpy, we first have to import it. We'll import Numpy as NP for the sake of convention and convenience. So that's import Numpy as NP. The data we'll work with is in a separate file. Let's take a look. You can click on this folder icon, and then click on cereal.csv to bring it up. Each of these numbers is the amount of calories in one variety of cereal. We'll import this data into our program so that we can use Numpy to take a closer look. So we'll go back to script.py, and we'll save calorie stats as np.gen from text with cereal.csv as the first parameter, and delimiter equals comma as the second parameter. Our delimiter is a comma because there is a comma between each of our values. Our ultimate goal is to prove that Crunchie Munchies have fewer calories than most other cereals. We'll start by getting the average number of calories from calorie stats. We'll print out the average to see what it is. So, average calories is going to be equal to np.mean calorie stats. That's going to give us the mean or average of all the values in calorie stats. And we'll go ahead and print out average calories. Is the average a good representation of the data set? If we print a sorted version of the data, we might be able to get a better idea of what's there. So calorie stats sorted can be equal to np.sort calorie stats. And we can print this out to see what we get. So we'll print calorie stats sorted. From our sorted data set, we can see that most cereals are actually more caloric than the average we found, probably due to the extremely low outliers. We should look at the median as well as the mean. So our median calories is going to be np.median, just the same as np.mean, and we'll pass in calorie stats, and we'll go ahead and print this out as well. We'll print median calories. Median tells us that at least half of the cereals have 110 or more calories. So at least half of the cereals have more calories than Crunchie Munchies. To get more specific, we can look at percentiles. Half is the 50th percentile, so we know that Crunchie Munchies is below the 50th percentile. Let's see how low we can get while still staying above 60 calories. So we'll just print out a few percentiles here. We get a percentile with np.percentile, pass in calorie stats, and then we'll check a number. So for example, we can check the 25th percentile, and if we run this, we'll get a result back. And the 25th percentile is 100 calories. So we're just going to try a few more. I'm going to half it every time. You can check whatever values you like, and we're going to just see how low we can get before we get below 60. So I've gone as low as the 3rd percentile, and this is lower than 60, so that's not going to work for us. We'll try one higher. So I'll change this 3 to a 4, and we'll see what the 4th percentile is. 4th percentile is 70, and the 3rd is 55, so that means that 4 is the lowest we can go without dropping below 60, which is the number of calories in Crunchie Munchies. We're going to go ahead and save this number as nth percentile. So nth percentile is going to be 4. So what does this percentile number mean for us? If we subtract nth percentile from 100, we'll get the percentage of cereals that are more caloric than Crunchie Munchies. So more calories can be equal to 100 minus nth percentile. And we'll go ahead and print that out. We'll print more calories. You can see from our output that 96% of cereals are more caloric than Crunchie Munchies, so we can definitely say that it has fewer calories than most other cereals. Another useful bit of information will be the standard deviation. Sure, Crunchie Munchies has fewer calories than most, but that won't matter much if the spread is only a handful of calories. So we'll get calorie STD, which is short for standard deviation, and that's going to be np.std, and we'll pass in calorie stats. Again, this is just like using mean or median, but we're using std here to get the standard deviation. And we'll go ahead and print out calorie std. The standard deviation is about 19 calories. With the mean at 106 calories, the spread within one standard deviation is about 87 to 125 calories. The 60 calories of Crunchie Munchies is still well below 87, which proves that the difference is significant. Now, I'm not going to write a paragraph in this video, but there are two major points of analysis we covered. First, Crunchie Munchies is less caloric than a significant number of other cereals. Being in the 4th percentile means that 96% of other cereals have more calories. Second, the difference in calories between Crunchie Munchies and the average cereal is not insignificant. We prove this by showing that 60 is not within a standard deviation of the average. In fact, 60 is almost 2 standard deviations away, making it a low outlier. In this project, we used Numpy to analyze a set of data. We found the mean, median, and standard deviation of the dataset. We also worked from a reference point, 60 calories, to find which percentile it was in, and whether or not it was within one standard deviation of the average. This example shows how we can use NumPy and statistical analysis to come to conclusions and make well-informed decisions. I'm Matt, for Codecademy. Happy coding!